So welcome to Ultimate Fitness Cheshire and the real life one-to-one personal training session with my friend and client, Gary Kane. We're going to train something called You Go, I Go today. So I'm going to train Gary, then I'm going to train myself so he can watch my form, then I'll train Gary, then he'll watch me, and we'll just systematically go through this board. This is what we're doing, have a look. So it's a full body workout incorporating legs first. I always like to get legs done first because it's the most physically demanding. Then we're going to do a push section, which today is going to be shoulders. So we've got these 3 exercises. We're going to do 15 reps of each one, and we're going to do that for 4 sets. So that's like a little block for shoulders. We're going to do some high volume stuff for shoulders. After that, we're going to do 50 pull-ups in as few sets as possible, or 50 TRX rows in as few sets as possible. After that, we're back to a push. We actually did a video on this a few videos ago, so click the little description box there and it'll pull that video up for you, and you can watch exactly what we're doing, the alternating piston press. So as I've said before, I don't like to lift super heavy weights when I do shoulders to avoid injury. I like to use a modest weight but do higher reps with much less rest in between. Then we're back to the lats. So we've basically gone like shoulders, lats, shoulders, lats. But on this particular one, we're going to train abs as well. So we're going to use the ab wheel, which is predominantly abs, but as a secondary muscle, we'll be using the latissimus dorsi running down here as well. So perfectly follows those pull-ups. And then we're going to finish off with tricep overhead extensions. So that's what we're going to do today. It should take us around about an hour. Now we're just going to do body weight. Okay, do it together, like choreographed, like S Club Juniors. Off we go, left. Oh no, you've ruined it. Just as a little pointer, what we're doing here is we're using the track as our distancing for our lunges. So what we're trying to achieve is from here to here, and then knee down. Everybody's stride length is going to vary to a degree, but it's not going to vary that much, so it's really going to throw this off. So what we're looking for really is the distance between our knee and our heel is around about, not exactly, but around about the same size as our foot in between. We don't want it to be here, because then that's going to load up the front of the knee, and it's only going to really attack the quadricep. Whereas if I space my foot out like this, and there's that kind of distance between here and here, the load shifts from just being the quad to 1/3 the quad, 1/3 the hamstring, and 1/3 the glute. Push it now, come on. Yeah. Come on. So Gary, that concludes legs. Now we're going to go into a triple set for shoulders with quite a lot of volume on this. So we're going to get 15 reps each exercise. This is how we're going to do it. So kettlebell swings, you are only just missing the groin like this, creating momentum, and you're going to go just above head height and through, just above and through. And on that, most of the power there is actually coming from the hips, pushing forward. You're pushing, and then the front delts are taking over. So we're controlling slightly on the way down, but we are getting into that momentum with it as well, okay? So that's front delts covered. After that, we're going to go lateral raises. We're going to step out like this, because from here to here, there's not a lot happening. So from here to here, we're not really interested. So we go here, where as soon as we start to lift, there's load going into the medial deltoid. From there, we come up and make a T-shape, not a Y shape, a T-shape. To there, touch, keeping the tension on all the way through. And then from there, we're going to do a plate hat press. So we're going to put the plate right down onto the head, and each rep we're going to touch the head as well, because if we touch the head, we have to go slow enough on the down phase that we don't whack ourselves in the head. So we're making sure that the eccentric load, the part of the repetition that does the most damage, we're exacerbating that time. We're making that longer than that. All right, 15 of each, you go, I go. Create that little bit of momentum. We're not going too far down though, remember? We're not going too far down. That's just gonna miss and it's gonna like whip through and like hit you on the bum the other side. So through, push forward with those hips. Push nice and hard. That's it. Push. Push. Push those hips a bit faster, Gary. Thrust forward. Thrust it. Sounds a bit weird, but thrust it, seriously. That's it, good. 12, 13, 14, we're not counting the rubbish ones. 15, that's it, ditch it. And straight in. So about here, down to there. So squat a little bit, squat just a tad, that's it. T-shape, that's it, perfect. 3, 4, nice. 5, 6, a little bit higher, just a touch. 7, let the elbow lead the wrist. Elbow's gonna lead the wrist. That's it. That's it. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, elbow leading wrist. 1, that's it, hat press, ditch those. So what you don't want is the wrist to lead the elbow, not like this, like this. Perfect. 4. So every rep, Gary's making sure that that plate is touching his head. So he's totally in control of that eccentric load. It's a good discipline to get into. Nice. Wonderful. Lovely, lovely. Oh man. Nice and disciplined. 2, there we go. Every rep is as important as its previous rep. There we go. Yeah. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yeah. TRX rows, both working the lats. You go, I go. 50 reps, let's get a nice squeeze though. So let me demo. You can sit there, Gary, it's fine, I know you're knackered, right? So let's make sure we're pretty steep for this, Gary. And we want a definite squeeze at the top of the movement, a definite squeeze, and a definite stretch. So your arms are 180 degrees stretched all the way down. Keep your chest up, keep your chin up, there. Like that, 50 reps, few sets as you can. You're starting to, hands though, even more than that, Gary, let's go, come on. Let's go, bit more, bit more, bit more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, keep that chest up as well. Nice little squeeze at the top. 2, there it is. 3, 4, nice, squeeze my thing with your back. 5, there it is. 6, oh yeah. 7, 8, nice. That's perfect. Beautiful. The TRX rows were good as well. Right. Oh, I'm getting sick of me. Oh, man. Right, Now, we're going to do the piston press, which is one of the videos that you've seen before, how to train the shoulders effectively without loading them up too much. So we're going to get 2 dumbbells. Both are going to go up, and one is going to stay in an isometric hold. So there was a comment actually in one of our videos, and somebody said, what's the point of leaving your one hand up while you do this? Well, every point, you're getting an isometric contraction in that side. So if you held a dumbbell there all day, I think it'd hurt your shoulders a little bit, wouldn't it? So you press them both up. One is down and up, the other is down and up. We don't have a back support. We're slightly tipped forward, and we're going to go for 10 reps each side. And for this, after everything we've done so far, we're not going to need much weight. I think Gary, I'm going to start you off on a 5 kilo with this. We're going to see how we get on, because it's hurting, isn't it? It's hurting a lot. So you have a sit there. I shall correct your form, sir. And we'll start off on 5 kilos with this one. Then press both up and lock as much as you can. Lock, lock, lock. That's it. Tip forward very slightly, Gary. Slightly. There we go. 2. Right down. Full range. Full range. 2. 3. There we go. 4. 5. Get that full range. 6. 7. Yeah. 8. Yeah. That's a bit easy. Okay. Let's get up to the 7.5 on the next one. Let's do this. Lock it, lock it, lock it. That's it. Good. Keep those abs tight. 2. Yeah. Yeah. 5. Favorite pieces of kit actually is the ab wheel, $7.99 from Argos. If you can master this, it's one of the best full body training tools you can get. It's very portable. You can take it to pieces, stick it in your suitcase. Worth every penny. 8 quid. Brilliant. Okay, here we begin. Let's just see if this one's any better, sir. Oh, it is. Oh, it's night and day. Right, so ab wheel rollout to keep your hips down, okay? Just a quick demo for this for Gary. So, a lot of time when people are using the ab wheel, they don't keep their hips down throughout the movement. So this is what you commonly see from people with best of intentions, but they do this. Like this is one. Like this, first part's right, then this. What you want to do is this, knees down, out, hips down to the point of tension. Coming out, full stretch, coming back, hips stay down, just come back to that same mark every time. Very difficult to do. I'm going to spot Gary using a elastic band. Ace, let's go. Very easy way to spot your client as they're doing the ab wheel rollout. Get a band underneath, make sure you warm them first, and then you can assist them. A little bit further down if you can, Gare. There we go. That's it, good. A bit further out, come on, I've got you on this. Let's go, there it is. There it is. Come on, work it. 2. Yeah. Finishing off, we're going to do some overhead tricep extensions. Just something to note about this board, nothing was where it was accidentally. So doing those abdominal rollouts there, secondary muscle that we've worked loads is the triceps. So I don't know about you, Gary, but my triceps are pretty pumped now because you're getting that extension and then you're using them to stabilize the entire time you're doing those rollouts. So imagine even if you did an isometric hold of a press up for a minute and 10 seconds, that's about how long it took us to do those. So the triceps are all warmed and ready. And through that workout, if you look back at it, we'll put a picture of the board up so you can see it. You'll see how everything flows into each other. And that's done completely intentionally. And we'll do a video explaining why we train this way when we're resistance training. Something called the HST principle, the hypertrophy specific training principle. But more about that in another video. What we're going to finish off with then is triceps. So we're going to get a dumbbell. I've weighed this bench down. We're going to lean slightly into the bench like so. I'll be stood behind as well for safety for Gary. Then we get the dumbbell like this. Like I say, we're slightly leaning back and that allows us to stretch the triceps right down, all the way down as far as we can. Then we're going to power up, tense the triceps at the top. We're going to go for between 10 and 15 reps. Okay, let's go. I thought you'd say that. Go. Oh baby, yeah. Give me a bit more of a tense at the top, Gary. Tense the tris, stretch the tris. Stretch them, stretch them, stretch them. Go. Come on, with me. Little spot. You, control the neg, control the negative. Great stuff, hold on. Great, so we've finished. That's an example of a one-to-one personal training session here at Ultimate Fitness Cheshire with my good friend Gary, who've been training now for about, how long, Gary, is it since we first started? 10 years ago, something like that. It's worth noting as well. Gary suffered a few health problems in his life. He's recovered from a stroke and he has Crohn's disease. And he came to me 10 years ago, pretty unfit, right? Not feeling too good. And Gary did incredibly well. After that, I trained Gary online in his home gym. And he stayed disciplined all the way throughout. And would you be able to say, I know I've not written anything, Gary, but would you just say like a couple of words on how maybe training helps you cope with, Gary runs a very stressful business.
Yeah, I suppose it just gives you that discipline and break away from the work stresses. And it literally is just that you can switch off, put work to one side and just get stuck into this with a discipline, like I say. It's great. The one-to-ones are fantastic.
Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate that.
I need to cry.
So I hope you liked this video. Click and subscribe if you did like this video. That really helps us. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to ask us about, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.